Hi students, welcome to lesson 10 of Solve System by Graphing. Today's notes, you will need to make a printout of your worksheet of notes because we will be graphing today, and there'll be graph grids for you to graph. It'll be so much easier if you can do that. If you don't have that, you can't print, then go ahead and grab a graph paper to do your notes on for today. If you don't have graph paper like me, then what you need to do is you need to make sure you have a ruler. In fact, we all need rulers today. Okay, you want to draw your grids, and you want to go about as even as possible. You want about 8 points on each end of your graph, just like me. Okay, so again, you don't need a graph paper. You don't need to print something out. If you can't, just go ahead and write this down on your piece of paper, okay? But if you can print it out, go ahead and do that. If you have graph paper, if you can't print it out, you can use graph paper, it's also fine, all right? Okay, so we're going to solve system by graphing. What does that mean? It just means at what point will these two equations have the same x and y, have the same point? Basically, when is this line going to meet this line, all right? So again, we're going to graph both of them on the same coordinates, and then wherever they meet is our answer. Now, I'm going to give you a huge hint here, okay? For your homework and for your notes, all your answer will be nice and whole numbers, okay? Negative whole numbers, or just an integer without fractions or decimals, all right? So you're going to have, including your assignment today, just a nice whole number, okay? So what we need to do, first thing is you need to find the slope and y-intercept for both of them. That's what I'm going to do for number 1. I'll put a 1 here, 1 over 1. So my slope for this one is 1 over 1. Alright? You can do the arrows if you want to. You don't need to, we graduated from that already. Okay? Your y-intercept is 4. For this one, your slope is negative 4/3, and then my y-intercept is negative 3. Alright, so I'm going to graph the first one. Remember, this is where you start. This person has $4 on the y, so 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, and that's my first graph for this one. Okay, I'm going to go up $1 every day, so up $1 every day, line them up $1 every day, and I'm going to do it again. Alright. And then you can do the next one over. Okay, take your ruler, nice and neat please. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just draw it. Alright, now my next graph, I'm going to use a different color, you don't need to. Okay, so I'm going to graph the second one on the same grid. Okay, I'm going to start off with negative 3. Negative 3 is down here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm going to go down 4 and then to the right 3, so down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then remember you always go right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right over here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, okay, now I run out of room, so I'm just going to go ahead and go up 4 to the left 3, so from here 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left 3, 1, 2, 3. Over here. Alright? If you're out of room, you're done. Just 3 points is good enough. Okay? So now, my answer should be somewhere there. It has to be a nice whole number. Okay? And it looks like it's negative 3 and 1. So let's find it 1, 2, 3, and 1. So that's my answer right there. Okay? So that's where they meet. Again, I'm not using a graph paper, so a little more difficult for me. I was doing it sideways and using a ruler. Okay, all that stuff you want to use, alright? Anyway, so where they meet is they meet at 1, 2, 3, negative 3, so they met at 3, negative 3, and then going up 1 and 1. There you go. Alright? If you use the grid, you will see it better. If you use the graph paper, you definitely see it better. Okay? Alright, let's go move on to number 2. We're going to do the same thing. Okay? So let's go and write down the slope. It's 3 over 1. My y-intercept is negative 3. For this one, my slope is 1 over 2. My y-intercept is at 2. Alright, I'm going to go quickly. Alright, so let's grab the first one. I'm starting off at -3, so 1, 2, 3 right here. And I'm going to go up 3 to the right 1, so up 3, 1, 2, 3, up to the right 1. And do it again, up 3 to the right 1 over here. Let me see here. There you go. I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3 to the left 1. It has to form a nice straight line. As you can see, since I'm not using graph paper or a graph worksheet, it's actually difficult. Alright, use a ruler also. This is my ruler, it's too short. Alright, so anyway, use a ruler. Okay. Alright, this one also starting at 2. I am going to go up $1 every 2 days, so $1 every 2 days. $1 every 2 days. And, sorry, my bad. $1. So here, $1 every 2 days should be over here. Alright. So it should look something like this. Okay, and that's this is where they meet, excuse me. Should be 2 and 3. So 2 and 3, that one looks a bit better. So 2 and 3. So again, that point is 2 and 3. That's my answer for number 2. Alright, so again, they both have the same x and y at 2 and 3. Okay, alright, let's move on to number 3. Let's move on to number 3. If you want, you can pause and write that down. If not, you can use the worksheet. Okay, alright, again, use a ruler. Makes things a lot easier. Okay, so anyway, let's go and write down the slope. That's the slope, that's the y-intercept. That's the slope, that's the y-intercept. Alright, let's go and grab the first one. Again, the y-intercept is where you start. You start at 3. So at the y, you start at 3, 1, 2, 3. And it looks like it's going to go down 3 every 2 days. So from here you go down 3 every 2 days. Down 3 every 2 days. Something like that. Alright. And we could do up 3 to the left 2. Okay. So again, use a ruler. Not like me. Please use a ruler. Alright, let's do the same thing for the second one. This one starts off at -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And it has the same slope, so it looks like you're going down 3 every 2 days. So you're going down 3 every 2 days. Down 3. Well, I'm out of room. Just go up 3 here. 1 to 3 every 2 days. Alright? So I think that's good enough. You go up 3 more if you want to. That looks like that's enough. Again, one more time, use a ruler, don't be like me, okay? Anyway, it looks like they do not intersect, in fact, at the same slope. So this one here, since it never intersect, therefore there won't be a solution, so your answer for this one is actually no solution. Again, only if they're parallel, remember that, okay? If it's 2 parallel lines, that means they won't intersect, so therefore there's no solution, alright? Alright, let's go to number 4, it's the last problem. Let's go and write down the slope, which is 3 over 4. The y-intercept is -1. This one here doesn't have an x, so therefore our slope is going to be 0. And our y-intercept is -4. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the first one. Again, I'm going to start at -1. Okay, use a ruler. It goes up 3 to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, up to the right 4, 1, 2, 3 to the right 4, there. You go down 3 to the right 4. Alright, so again, graph it. There you go. The second one, you start off at -4, that's the y-intercept, 1, 2, 3, 4. And since the slope is 0, that means you're always at -4, so it doesn't matter where you are. You're always at, sorry, 1, 2, 3, my bad. Start over. 1, which looks like this. And this one do intersect right there, and that point looks like it's -4 and -4. So -4, -4, and that is my solution. That's where they intersect, and that's it for lesson 10. You have any questions, go ahead and email me and I'll answer it. Go ahead and print out your worksheet. The first 4 problems are notes, the last 8 are your assignment. Alright, thank you and have a great weekend.